Welcome to Relaxed Reddit Readings. Today we have 4 Reddit stories for you. These Reddit stories will make you question everything. Story 1. My mom took my bed and trashed my room during graduation. So my mom just kicked me out during my own graduation and stole my bed. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm 18, just graduated high school, and instead of celebrating, I'm dealing with this absolute mess of a family situation. Here's what happened. Me and my 49-year-old mom got into this huge fight right around graduation time. I don't even remember what started it, but it escalated fast and she just kicked me out. Like, during what should have been one of the biggest moments of my life. But here's where it gets really messed up. While I was gone, staying 6 hours away for a week, she decided to completely rearrange the house. She took my queen-size bed and gave it to my 12-year-old sister, who already had a perfectly good full-size bed. Then she gave me my little sister's old bed without even telling me until literally the day before I came back home. When I walked into my room, it looked like a tornado hit it. And here's the thing about me, I have OCD and I'm a total clean freak. My family knows this about me. They know I get serious anxiety when my space is messy. It's not just being particular, it's like my brain can't function when everything's chaotic around me. So I come home to this disaster zone that used to be my safe space, and when I tried to talk to my mom about it, she just brushed me off. I told her how much this was affecting my mental health, how the mess was giving me panic attacks, and she acted like I was being dramatic. The worst part is the timing. This should have been a celebration time, you know. I just graduated, I'm starting this new chapter of my life, and instead I'm dealing with having my bed stolen and my room destroyed. It feels so petty and vindictive, especially since my little sister didn't even need a bigger bed. She was fine with what she had. I can't help but think this was my mom's way of punishing me for whatever fight we had. Like, she knew exactly what would hurt me the most, messing with my space when I wasn't there to defend it. And the fact that she waited until I was hours away and couldn't do anything about it just feels so calculated and mean. Now I'm sleeping on this tiny bed that I outgrew years ago, in a room that still doesn't feel like mine again, and my mom acts like nothing happened. She won't even acknowledge that maybe, just maybe, doing this during graduation week was pretty cruel timing. Am I being too sensitive here, or is this as messed up as it feels to me? If you're enjoying these stories, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which story you relate to the most. Story 2. Sister used my baby name so I used it anyway. So I just had my first daughter in September, and my sister is absolutely losing her mind because of what I named her. This whole thing is such a mess, but I honestly don't think I did anything wrong. Here's the situation. Both me and my 38-year-old sister were pregnant at the same time earlier this year. She was having twins, but decided to keep it a surprise for everyone. We all thought she was just having one boy. Meanwhile, I'm 35 and this was my first pregnancy, so I was really excited about picking out the perfect name. I told my sister months before either of us gave birth that I wanted to name my daughter after both our grandmothers. Our mom Colette and my husband's mother Coral. Both names start with Co, and I thought Coco would be the most adorable nickname. I was so excited about this name choice and shared it with my sister because, you know, we're close and I thought she'd love the family connection. She seemed totally fine with it and told me she'd already picked out a name for her boy anyway. Well, plot twist. My sister ended up giving birth first, and surprise, she had twins, a boy and a girl. And guess what she named the girl? Coral. Just straight up took one of the names I'd specifically told her I was planning to use. When I found out, I was honestly shocked. Like, she knew I wanted to honor my husband's mother with that name. She knew how much thought I'd put into combining both grandmothers' names. But she used it anyway without even giving me a heads up. Now, I could have changed my plans. I could have picked something completely different. But honestly, why should I? I'd been planning this name combination for months. The fact that she happened to give birth first doesn't mean she gets to claim a name that she knew I wanted to use. Plus, I was still planning to use it as part of a combination, Colette Coral, nickname Coco. It's not like I was copying her exactly. So when my daughter was born, I went ahead with my original plan. Named her Colette Coral, been calling her Coco, and she's perfect. But now my sister is furious. She's saying I'm confusing for the family, that it's weird to have two little girls with the same name, that I should have been more considerate. She's acting like I'm the one who did something wrong here, when she's the one who took my name in the first place. The rest of the family is kind of split. Some people think we should have communicated better, others think she shouldn't have used a name she knew I wanted. But honestly, I don't see why I should have had to change my carefully planned name just because she decided to surprise everyone with a secret twin and use my name for her. Was I wrong to stick with my original plan? Story 3. I helped someone dying and my husband lost it. So I found someone literally dying on the side of the road yesterday, and instead of my husband being proud of me for helping save their life, he's furious with me. I honestly don't know what to think anymore. I was driving home from work when I saw what looked like someone lying on the side of the road. At first I thought maybe it was just trash or something, but as I got closer, I realized it was actually a person. They were completely unconscious, barely breathing, and when I touched them they were ice cold. My heart just started racing because I knew this person was in serious trouble. I immediately pulled over and called 911. The dispatcher was amazing and walked me through checking for a pulse, making sure their airway was clear, all that stuff. A couple other people stopped too, thank God, because honestly I was terrified I was watching someone die right in front of me. We all worked together with the dispatcher on the phone until the ambulance arrived. The paramedics told us we did everything right and that our quick response probably saved this person's life. I felt incredible, you know. Like I'd actually made a difference in the world. This whole thing took maybe 20 minutes, but it felt like hours. My adrenaline was through the roof, my hands were shaking, but I felt so grateful that I'd been in the right place at the right time to help someone who really needed it. So I get home, still kind of processing everything that happened, and I tell my husband about it. I'm expecting him to be proud of me, maybe give me a hug, tell me I did the right thing. Instead, he absolutely loses it. He starts yelling about how dangerous it was for me to stop. He's going on and on about how I could have been hurt, how I don't know if this person was dangerous, how there could have been other people around trying to hurt me. He's saying I was reckless and stupid for getting involved. Then he really crossed a line. He said I was being dramatic and trying to play hero for attention. That one really stung because this had nothing to do with wanting attention. I saw someone who needed help and I helped them. Isn't that what any decent person would do? He kept saying I should have just called 911 and kept driving, let someone else deal with it. But what if no one else had stopped? What if I was this person's only chance? The paramedics literally told us our quick response saved their life. How is that being dramatic? I'm trying to understand his perspective. Maybe he was scared about what could have happened to me. But the way he handled it, attacking me for doing what I think was obviously the right thing, just feels so wrong. I keep thinking about that person lying there barely breathing, and I know I'd do the same thing again in a heartbeat. Am I crazy for thinking my husband's reaction is way out of line here? Story 4. Roommate's boyfriend basically lives here rent-free. So my roommate's boyfriend has basically moved into our apartment without paying a dime, and when I called him out on it, suddenly I'm the bad guy. I'm 25 and I've been living with my roommate for almost a year now. She's 26 and we usually get along great. We split everything down the middle, rent, utilities, groceries, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, all that roommate stuff. It's been working perfectly until her boyfriend started coming around more and more. At first, he was just here on weekends, which was totally fine. I mean, everyone has people over sometimes, no big deal. But over the last couple months, it's gotten completely out of hand. This guy is here 5 nights a week now. He showers here every morning, eats our food, leaves his stuff all over the bathroom, watches TV in the common areas like he owns the place. Last week I went to make breakfast and there was no milk left because he'd used it all for his cereal. I just bought that milk the day before. He's got his toothbrush in our bathroom, his clothes in her room, he's doing laundry here constantly. The water bill has definitely gone up, the electric bill too, because he's always got something plugged in charging or he's watching TV when neither of us are even home. It's like having a third roommate who doesn't pay for anything. So finally I decided to talk to him about it directly. My roommate was in the shower, and he was sitting on our couch eating food that I'd bought, and I just said something like, "Hey, you're here so much, maybe you should chip in for utilities and groceries since you're using everything." I wasn't mean about it, I was pretty casual actually. But this guy completely flipped out on me. He started yelling about how he doesn't live here, how it's not his responsibility, how I should talk to my roommate if I have a problem. Then my roommate comes out of the bathroom in the middle of this argument, and instead of backing me up, she takes his side completely. She's saying I was rude to bring it up to him instead of her, that he's her guest and I should respect that. But come on, when your guest is here 5 days a week and using our stuff constantly, at what point do they stop being a guest and start being a freeloader? I pay half the rent to live here, so I should get a say in who's basically living here too, right? The worst part is now they're both acting like I'm this terrible person for even suggesting he contribute something. They keep saying he doesn't live here so he shouldn't have to pay anything, but then why does he have a key? Why is half his stuff here? Why is he eating our food and using our utilities every single day? I'm starting to feel like I'm going crazy. Am I being unreasonable here, or is this guy totally taking advantage of the situation? If you enjoyed these stories, drop a comment telling me which one was your favorite. And if you want more relaxed Reddit readings, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, like, comment and subscribe for more relaxed Reddit readings.